Alright, howdy folks, and welcome to Gridiron Live. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of NFL 2K3. The 2K3 series of games, probably one of my favorite things about them is just the user interface. It really has that strong ESPN, like late 90s, early 2000s, obviously. That ESPN look of that time. I think they really nailed that. And I don't know, that's one thing about sports games, is that if they don't have a UI that invokes some kind of feeling like that, then you know it's kind of a loss for them. But anyway, we're gonna be playing as the Redskins, and I'm gonna call them the Redskins because this is what they were called back in 2003. So no Washington football team and no Commanders. The music you are hearing is, let's see, it's Brash Bash by Andy Clark, which is one we've played before. I had to mute the menu music. It's the ESPN music. But YouTube doesn't really like it when you use the ESPN music, because then it'll start playing ads on the videos, and I don't want to do that, especially if the channel's not even monetized. So we're going to avoid that for now and just use the music that we can. So this is Steve Spurrier. Let's see. I think I'm gonna create a new coach. We're gonna go with Gridiron. And I guess we'll go with Master. Coach Master. Like redundant. How many models do we have? $42, $41. Trying to find someone that vaguely resembles me. But I don't think we're gonna find one. Especially if these are actual NFL coach models. Or maybe they're not, they're just generic. We'll go with 41. So for anyone that's played NFL 2K5, you would kind of see the resemblance in this franchise mode user interface. Welcome to NFL 2K3's franchise mode. This is your desk where most of your decisions are made. The calendar is used to advance time and to play your games. Deals are won and lost in the front office. In-game plan is used to customize your attack. And a good busy coach, you have a Super Bowl to win. Now, as always, we are going to be playing in coach mode. I think that's good for now. So yeah, we're going to be getting into this franchise mode, looking at who our first opponent's going to be, and doing some front office, maybe some game plan changes right after this.
The right to bear arms is guaranteed in the Constitution, sir.
We're going to hold on to him by the nose, and we're going to kick him in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of him all the time, and we're going to go through him like crap through a goose.
Roger Vick pounded his way for 11 yards and a touchdown after taking...
We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy Hun bastards by the bushel.
Alrighty folks, let's get into the meat of this franchise mode. I did turn the preseason on. Typically I don't play the preseason games, but I do like to have the option. You know, if I want to test out a new player or see how some things work out, then I can play a game or two and then just sim through it. So let's take a look at the front office. What do we got? Let's see. Where's the roster? Is that in game plan? Yeah. All right. So I'm used to seeing Mark Brunell at quarterback. We got Shane Matthews out of Florida. Patrick Ramsey. Danny Werfel. Looks like an old picture. We got Sage Rosenfels out of Iowa State. Stephen Davis, Liddell Betts. I recognize that guy. Kenny Watson. Brian Johnson. Okay, so got Cartwright and Johnson. Definitely want a better fullback. Wide receivers, a little weak. Rod Gardner, Jaquez Green. Tight end, we have Zeron Flemister, Walter Raspy, and Robert Royal. Also a little weak. Centers, we got Larry Moore, Kip Vickers at guard, and Rod Jones. Tackles, we have Chris Samuels and John Jansen, so two very good tackles. Kickers, we got Brett Conway, he's serviceable. Also have a serviceable punter in Brian Barker out of Santa Clara. Defensive tackles, we got Dan Wilkinson and Santana Dotson. We got two good defensive ends in Bruce Smith and Ronaldo Wynn. And apparently we have someone named Redskins linebacker, number 56. Guess they couldn't license his name or whatever. Jesse Armstead. We have two good linebackers. Three actually. We got Jeremiah Trotter. We got Kevin Mitchell. Secondary is looking fairly stout. Champ Bailey, Fred Smoot, Darrell Green. Got some backups here. Donovan Greer out of Texas A&M. Always like to have an Aggie. I don't recognize that name though. Or maybe I have. I don't know. Strong safeties. Sam Shade. David Terrell. Alright. So that is a quick overview of the roster. At QB, we have plenty of depth, numbers-wise. Shane Matthews is serviceable at 77. And considering how much I'm probably going to run the ball, it's not imperative that I get someone that's way better right now. Wouldn't hurt, but once we take a look at the salary cap, we'll be able to see how much we can really divert to the quarterback position relative to everything else. We have an outstanding running back. I think I want a better fullback because I'm definitely going to be using fullbacks. Maybe a fullback, a wide receiver. I'll make a note of that actually. It's good to have some notes when you're playing, just to remember some stuff. We're going to be looking for a fullback, a wide receiver, a tight end. Center and a guard. Defense is pretty strong, actually. Okay. And I just love these simple user interfaces. Is just the fact that it was in 4:3 aspect ratio. People think that might be limiting, but it's actually forces you to be really efficient with your screen space. Let's go over to the front office, go to contracts. We only have 3.4 million to play with, assuming we don't get rid of any players. I'm gonna look at free agency here. Scott Covington, Michael Bishop, Scott Dreisbach. There's nobody really that stands out. Got Mr. Elvis here out of Michigan. Jeff George. Looks very unsure of himself in that picture, by the way. Definitely have some guys that are better than my backups. But we're gonna skip the QB position for now. We're gonna go to fullback. Sam Gash. Honestly, if I could just get a good fullback, I might be set for now. Three years, 0.2 million. Okay. That should leave maybe a little over 2 million left. Let's go. Let's check out our tight ends here. '68. Got Mr. Terry Hardy out of Southern Mississippi. He's got great run blocking and great pass blocking. Actually what we want. Five years, 750K. We can always renegotiate that later. Okay, so what is... Doesn't tell you what the salary cap is. Uh-oh. We can get rid of a quarterback, actually. Since we're one over. Yeah, we don't need that guy right now. We got 1.5 million in the salary cap. It's pretty close. But we might have room for one more player. Steve Wisniewski? I don't even know how to say that. He has played for 14 years, so we don't know how long he's got left on him. We're just going to be a little curious here. Okay, that's actually a cool way to show the button hints. Where the screen kind of just pulls up there at the bottom like that. Probably have to... I actually like that a lot. Might have to try that out in my game. Alright. He's not interested in anything below. What about Mr. Ray Brown? Well, what about Mark here? Yeah, that'll work. Alright. Then that leaves... leaves one... Got one guard too many and one defensive end too many. Kip Vickers. I think that's good. All right. This shouldn't matter because we're going to be calling all the plays. And should we play a preseason game? Yeah, why not? It's a good way to start out the franchise, and then we can kind of see who's who on the field and see how it all plays out. And we can kind of get acclimated to play calling and everything without actually putting a lost in the lost column if things go wrong. Where's my game? Redskins. Here we go. Is there a way to change the uniforms or anything? I don't think so. Oh well.
It's exhibition football on ESPN. The Redskins come into this game with the stingiest group of ball hawks in the league. Their pass defense is ranked the dominant #1 in the NFL. They will be going up against
So the Redskins are not like a bottom of the league kind of team in this game. Looks like they were right at about the middle of the league, which is a decent spot to be.
Hello, and it's a great day for football here at Pittsburgh Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens with Peter O'Keefe. Glad to have you with us. Peter, let's go.
So this isn't like a bottom of the barrel franchise.
They know how to pass rush, but they are especially skilled at dropping back into coverage to defeat a pass. James Ferrier comes in with a crazy look in his eye. You know, the one that makes the ball carriers a little nervous, and you can't coach that. And over here, we have another do-it-all kind of linebacker warming up. Jeremiah Trotter comes in as one of the better pass rushers on this team.
There's the player introductions. Got James Ferrier, Jeremiah Trotter.
6 tackles and didn't get to the quarterback often.
Okay, Peter, now let's go to midfield for the coin toss.
2003 was the first year that the 2K sports games got the ESPN license. We're gonna go with heads. And of course we're gonna kick.
The Redskins elect to defend for a change. And
Let's see, did I do something wrong here? Side.
here comes the kicking squad.
That's not quite what I wanted. Thought they would have the broadcast cam. I'm gonna try something. Let's just see how this looks. Doesn't look too bad. It's not quite the broadcast camera though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the controller in the middle and then switch to my team once the game starts. Looks like we lost that game. It's okay. For some reason, this is how you get the broadcast cam in 2K5. In college, in NCAA football 2K3, that's how you, or you can just select the broadcast camera. So we're gonna hopefully try to get this camera working.
Dan
Got Gridiron Master over there.
He said that his passing game was headed in the right direction, and I believe him. Expect him to pick it up here. Darren Sharper.
I'm a little heavy around the waist though.
Where the ball's going to be thrown, as you can tell from the numbers generated. While he was in college, his interception numbers were through the roof.
We'll see how it works out, Peter. Let's go to the coin toss.
You were wearing that uniform now. I don't know if it's just against certain teams or if that's, I don't know. So this is the broadcast camera. Whoops. So we're going to go over to our team now. Still have the broadcast cam. We're going to find out. There we go. Ooh, I was worried we weren't going to be able to use it. Alright, we're going to start off with a nice toss to the weak side. And we get tackled.
Peter, let's run down the Redskins offense. First up, the offensive line.
Samuel brings size and power to this line, and they are ready for battle.
Up now are the receivers.
Rock Gardner leads this squad, putting on a big show for the fans. In college, this guy put up some great receiving numbers.
Finally, here's the general and his next in command.
Stephen Davis gives this trio its punch during his college.
Oh yeah. I don't know why that guy's not first. Got Mr. Sam Gash here. 99 stamina. 82 game intelligence. Pretty good durability. Excellent run blocking. Really good pass blocking. Yeah, he's a real deal. We're gonna get back to it. We'll toss again. Why not? And similar result.
Peter, let's go over the starting defensive players for the Packers.
There are the Green Bay Packers defensive line. Let's see what we got. Play action here. We'll play action, see what happens. Fakes the handoff, tosses it, and it's not caught.
He missed it, but if he had caught it, he still would have been short of the mark.
We start off with a quick 3 and out. Leads to a punt. And a couple yards for the Packers there. The NFL version of the 2K3 game is so much better than the college football one. It's kind of sad. But that seems to be the case with a lot of the football games. The college game always gets short end of the stick. It's a very nice looking game. This.
Peter, let's go over the starting offensive players for the Packers. Let's begin with the offensive line.
Frank Winters looks like a greasy Italian.
Next up, the receiving core.
Jerry Glenn generates a
Don Walker giving his good side there.
In college, this guy put up some great
Bubba Franks.
And lastly, the man who calls the plays and the guys who back him up.
Brett Favre.
with these other two.
Totally forgot he was going to be the QB. We're going to see him at work here. What are they going to call? Ace. Okay, we'll go nickel then.
Ball on the 46. They line up with two tight ends. Martin in motion. There's space wide left.
Big run there. We'll probably get another linebacker in there. Kings. Forget what Kings is.
Ball at the 34-yard line.
Kings is one tight end, two running backs, three wide receivers. I mean, another incompletion.
Peter, let's run down the Redskins defense. First up, the defensive line.
Ronaldo showed tremendous heart, and the other linemen respect that.
Next up are the linebackers.
Jeremiah Trotter is the man who brings
I really miss this ESPN presentation.
Champ Bailey flies around
The ESPN
receivers' faces.
like visual style now is just totally devoid of character. It's just flat gray and it's not very not appealing at all.
Second and 10. Drops back. Throws.
And that's a catch. Big gain there. Almost a touchdown.
It's first and goal.
See if we can get a goal line stand here. Comes Favre. That should have been a catch. Go back and we'll mix up the D line a little bit. The handoff and tackled. Third and goal.
Third and goal.
All right. They've only advanced it about a yard. Split backfield there. Heavy to the right. No pressure and deflected. There we go. There's that stout Redskins defense. Now they're probably not going to go for it. Now this is not much more than an extra point, so we're probably going to get this one. Oh, a little bit of a return there. Probably like the 25 maybe. Those are such great uniforms. I don't know why they didn't just use those. Call themselves the Warriors or the Spears or something like that. We're gonna see if we can't start it off with a little short pass. Thrown to no one. We're going to lighten up the backfield a little bit, and you can't do like a run to the left side here. And they got in the backfield again. We're going to go for some spaghetti routes here. I call these spaghetti routes because the lines go all over the place. If you go back and watch the college football 2K3 Dynasty or Legacy mode, whatever it's called, I called it a lot in desperation mode. But we get sacked, and that brings up a 4th and 18. Happened there? And that rollout kind of, yeah. Okay. Still trying to find our rhythm. Can't really get anything going. Well, we're going to have to rely on that Redskins defense again. Go ace, that's 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. See what Brett Favre throws at us is toss and tackled in the backfield. Loss of 3. Go to Kings, which I think is 3 wide receivers and a running back. Brett Favre in the gun. Man to his left. What a pass, what a catch. That's why he's the gunslinger. Also threw it off of his back foot. End of the first. Green Bay up on Washington 3-0. So we have 0 passing yards and -8 rushing yards. Yikes. I don't think we've even gotten a first down. Jacks. All right. Split backfield for Green Bay. Deflected. I really, really love the broadcast camera. Cannot say that enough. Oh, there's a two-man. I was looking for that.
They go with the I formation. Drops back. Throws. It's tipped. Incomplete. The second incompletion in a row.
Seems like passing yards are a little hard to come by so far in this game. We're gonna go 5 wide, so we're gonna have to go at least nickel.
Third and 10. They line up in the shotgun. One shotgun.
Catches it, and it's gonna be close.
They're just shy of the markers, Dan.
Let's see if they go for it. Gonna choose field goal.
Longwell lines up for the field goal.
And that looks like it's good.
And they'll add it to the scoreboard.
That's 6-0.
Packers' lead is now stretched, but still within a single possession. Score 6-0. Longwell sets up and will kick it away. It's away.
All right.
Watch it exit deep. A 35.
Believe it or not, these guys have yet to see a first down today. They haven't worried about a score this drive. Try and move the ball downfield.
Ball at the 26.
Let's see if we can't get a run between the tackles.
Green in motion. Davis with the ball. Good takedown
Nope.
by the 5-year man out of Mississippi.
Strong defensive line.
Second and 10.
Gotta get at least a couple of yards on second down to get third and manageable. There we go.
Third and about a foot. One man back. Davis gets it again.
Got it.
He takes it outside and gains 6. First down. They line up with 3 wideouts.
Check out that little run to the weak side again. Oh, got some space again. Second and 6. Need play action here? Yep.
Ball at the 45-yard line. Barely gets it up.
Oh, come on. In and out of the hands of Gardner.
It's now third and 6.
And just a couple. Not even at midfield.
Dug their trenches and hunkered down. Just a great job repelling the assault on third down.
It's the preseason. Should I go for it? We'll stay a little conservative and just punt the ball. It's only the preseason, so we don't have to freak out. We're going to use this time to see kind of what works, what doesn't work, what players are good at what, that kind of thing. So far, the inside running game has been non-existent. I do like that little split backfield formation. Seems like we've had some kind of success with that so far. Go 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. So we're gonna go 4-3. Okay. Pro set. Let's go 2-man. And in motion. Quick pass, quick reception, quick first down. Terry Glenn, that's a name I recognize. Oof. That was a one-handed catch too. Kings is 3 wide, I believe. Three wide and a tight end. Quick throw over the middle, 2nd and 3. Let's go 4-3. We'll pinch the line. Try to play it close. And he's denied. What are they gonna do now? Jax. Hey, how's it going, Patrick? Things are going fine for me. Starting up some NFL 2K3, as you can see. It's just a preseason game, just kind of getting acclimated to things, seeing what works, what doesn't. So, yeah. We've been keeping Green Bay out of the end zone, but they have scored 2 field goals so far. Offense has been abysmal. Nice catch. Uh-oh. That's okay. It's halftime. Just got home from work. Go Skins. Yeah, I'll be going to work a little bit later. We have 14 total yards. Hot at the half.
Clear choice for our ESPN Hot at the Half player. That's our halftime report. I'm Clark Dixon with a reminder to tune into the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game.
So this is the early halftime show for 2K football. 2K4 got a little bit better, and then 2K5 is everything that we know to be great.
Conway signals and will kick off to begin the second half.
All right.
Nice kickoff. Hayes
I really like those Redskin uniforms.
the 26-yard line.
Honestly, if they would have kept those uniforms just always, they probably would have avoided the whole name fiasco. Picks up the line.
Ball on the 26.
It's such a good looking game.
Franks goes in motion. Hard from the gun. Throws. Franks was the intended receiver on that play, incomplete.
That does seem to happen a lot in this game, which I actually don't mind.
That could have easily been picked
I
off.
think sometimes the games are a little bit too easy with the pass. I kind of like when passing's tough. Kind of forces you to grind it out on the ground.
Second and 10.
Not what I wanted. Gunslinger Brett Favre with the ball there. Intercepted. Wow, that was quick.
Well, the wind is going to take this pass, Dan, just enough to have it intercepted. Let's watch. And there it is.
Brett Favre finally pays for throwing it off of his back foot while backpedaling. Eventually, they're gonna get you like that.
Interception. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Ball at the 35-yard line.
This formation has been the only thing that's worked so far. And we get a yard. Typical Favre, just a wild man. Yeah, he plays by his own rules, I guess.
High formation.
Oh, nice catch. 3rd and 5. We are within field goal range. Yeah, I remember some of Brett Favre's highlights. There we go. We do have a 90 overall running back, so we definitely need to see more stuff like that. Get the first down and get some running back screens going. I'll have to find where the screens are. Yeah, not a bad run. I think they have screens here. I'll have to keep looking. And tackled at the line. Okay. Kind of feeling a pass to the outside here. Maybe something shallow. Oh, it is caught, but it gets hit out. 3rd and goal. We'll run to play action and hopefully in a good spot for at least a field goal. Or a touchdown, how about that? Get the ball in the playmaker's hands, says Patrick. Well, I think Green Bay was probably expecting the run a little bit more, so that's why play action worked. So it's a tie game. We're going to take the lead with the extra point.
Conway and give them the lead here in the 3rd with this point after. It's away.
I don't know if Washington has any touchdown traditions. You know how some teams, there's something that the fans do when the team scores. I know for A&M it was, you would kiss your date basically.
Conway is back to kick it away. It's off. Cookin catches it.
Maybe 25 cents off the hot dogs for each touchdown. It'd be kind of funny. Well done. Still can't believe that the Skins had to change their name. People have no lives. Yeah. It's kind of confusing because there's some Native Americans that are fine with it, some that are not. And then you see people try to bring like another interception. That might be 6. Can Favre make the tackle? Oh my god. There goes Smoot with the INT. That's number 2. I was actually reading an article about it, about like the evidence about like Native American icons in sports and how that's harmful to Native Americans, like objectively. It's confusing though, because why is it that only Native Americans are harmed with Native American icons when there's icons of other people groups like Vikings and stuff that's specifically tied to a certain part of the world? I can at least understand the name Redskins, being somewhat inflammatory. So I at least understand why someone of that group would want the name changed. But getting rid of all of the Native American aesthetic, I don't agree with. What's Patrick saying? Complaining about that, Redskins seems like a native warrior to me. Dollar hot dogs, yes. The natives don't like it, I understand, but wouldn't they have spoken up back then? Well, natives anywhere are in such a minority. You don't really have a lot of leverage. Because as a distinct people group, they don't really exist that prominently anymore. They've kind of been absorbed into the population at large. But I mean, I can understand at least, because there were native groups that would write articles about it and such. So I can at least understand, changing the name, the imagery, like the the dark-skinned man on the helmet, I don't think is inflammatory because natives are dark-skinned. I don't see what the problem is with that. Whoops. We need that field goal. So rather than just switching the logo and the name, they just went with totally different team. They kept the colors, but I mean, it would have been stupid to change the colors, because then everything associated with the Washington football team would have been out of date with the red and yellow. Should have never been a thing to begin with in that sense. Yeah, I mean, they could have used actual names of tribes. You know, you got Cherokees and Apaches and Chippewas, and there's all kinds of names for the different tribes. Navajos, and they're all tied to different regions, so I don't see how using tribal names is offensive when that's the name they use, you know? So yeah, getting rid of the Redskins name, although I probably wouldn't have done it myself. I can understand why they would want to change it. But the good thing is that this is 2002, I guess technically, yeah, 2002. So we don't have to worry about that. We can call them the Redskins because that's historically accurate. I don't have to worry about calling them the Commanders. Regardless, Washington has deep football history. It was a story though a few years back. A tribe that was located in Washington would have made more sense, I agree. Yeah, I don't know what specific tribes are from that area historically, but I mean, Michigan, like there's some college teams in Michigan that use the Chippewas name. Stuff that's more in the Southwest, of course, you got your Apaches and Navajo and that kind of thing. And then maybe more southeast, you have like Coshada. So many names that they could have used. That would have been a more respectful nod to them. Brett Favre, what are you going to do? And a flag. That might be PI or holding. Yeah. Cree is popular in my area. Never heard of that one. There's a lot of really unique names that you can find. Stuff you never even heard of. But I guess the Washington ownership just decided to avoid it altogether and just use a new name. I remember back when it was happening, I thought that maybe they might go a completely different route and do like a Washington Nationals kind of thing. and switch to red, white, and blue. Cree tribe and Mohawk. Yes, the Mohawk. That's a popular one. Commanders is safe. I think the Commanders name in general, kind of a cool name for a franchise, but it being a replacement for the Native American aesthetic is, that's the crappy part. I think San Antonio. I think it was the San Antonio team out of the, was it the AAF? I forget. I think they were called the San Antonio Commanders. Or maybe like the San Antonio Generals or something. I think San Antonio deserves some kind of football team. I mean, they're have a great basketball franchise. I don't know how much room there is, at least in pro football, for a third team in Texas. You have Houston, you got Dallas. I guess to be fair, New York has 3. Got the Giants, the Jets, and the Bills. The Bills are in Buffalo. That's New York. And I think for a while California had 3. LA, San Diego, Oakland. So there's no reason why Texas can't have 3. You got like Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. San Antonio is kind of close to Houston, close to Dallas. The only big city out west that could be in Texas would be El Paso. I'm not sure how good of a move financially that would be. In the CFL, the Edmonton Eskimos had to change their name to the Edmonton Elks. Elks. I think. How long ago was that? Because I thought. Because I've seen the Edmonton Eskimo name, and it seems like it was fairly recent that they had that name. I could be totally wrong about that, though. Austin or San Antonio? Yeah, I mean, Austin being the capital. Let's go goal line here.
They'll have 4 chances to put it in. First and goal.
Austin does have an X-League team. Got him. I could hold him to a field goal here. I could probably just run out the clock. And we hold him. I believe 4 or 5 years ago they changed, similar to the Washington situation. I guess that would have been pretty close to the same time. It's been a few years with the Commanders name. Well, with the name change to the first Washington football team. They had that for what, like a season or 2? And it's been a few years with the Commanders name, so it seems like it lines up about the same time. Ugh. Paid for that heavy box this time. They were smart though. They went with the quick pass to the outside. How many minutes per quarter, asks Retro Rewind. We're doing 5 minutes. 5 minutes makes each game last about an hour, which I think is a fair amount. You're going to be playing a bunch of games in franchise mode. I think it would be fun, maybe when the channel is bigger, or maybe as a one-off, to do like full 15-minute quarters. Have that be like a whole game night. That'd be kind of fun. Then you'd be looking at like a 3 or 4 hour game. That's a whole stream. Such a great looking game. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Ooh. Looking to get a decent chunk of yardage on first down. That didn't work. Try another play action. What difficulty do you usually play on? It's usually default on Pro, which is I guess the middle difficulty. Because it's in coach mode, that's actually plenty difficult. You don't realize how much of an edge you give yourself when you control the players, because you're just so much smarter than everyone else on the field. So the fact that the players are kind of playing against themselves and not you, that kind of evens things out. That's not good. Kind of evens things out and doesn't require the game to be adjusted so heavily in the computer's favor. That's one of the pluses of coach mode, is that things tend to be more challenging because all you can do is watch. Don't bail on the run, you have your timeouts. Well, I mean, if we can get another goal line stand here, still actually. We can get within 6 still. Game's not over. And I was thinking, like, when you play Madden you can see the whole field, but a real player can only see so much. Yeah, visibility is a big thing. I don't know how much it's affected you controlling the players versus just watching. But I'm more so talking about like general intelligence of the players. Like sometimes you watch it and you would see where you would make the cut, like as a running back. The running back, you know, decides to go a different way, which I think is more realistic. In that case, player stats, player ratings matter more. Probably call a timeout here.
The Redskins will take a timeout. That's their second. Clock reads 106. Longwell lines up for the field goal.
I'll put it at 16-10, so we can still win with a touchdown and an extra point. It would have been nice to have that extra minute, but still a winnable game. Don't know how much running we're going to be able to do, though. Maybe we can get a return. We're going to have to go for some big passes.
1 minute on the game clock. They have 4 receivers in.
Patrick says have to pass now. Nice catch. And we get out of bounds. That saves us a timeout. Okay, things are looking good so far.
The Redskins have a first.
Run out of bounds if possible.
Last play. Gardner lines up wide left after the big game last play. Matthews from the gun.
Yeesh.
Davis was looking for the ball, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, that line swatted the pass down like it was a badminton birdie or something. That's some tough D.
Just 51 seconds remaining.
Alright, we're just past midfield.
From shotgun. Incomplete.
Oh, it did hit his hands.
In a row.
Wow, this pass really got sandbagged by the wind there. Better rely on the running
We'll have 2 timeouts, I think.
flying your way.
Oh no, just 1 actually.
Third and 10.
It only hit his hands. Oh, and it falls.
Great coverage on that one, Dan. Played him just tight enough to make it a difficult catch.
Let's go, they say.
They're going for the first out on 4th and 10. Shotgun formation.
This is it, folks. And intercepted. 2 spins. And that's game. Well, that wasn't so bad of a game.
That's an interception he'll
Defensively, we did well.
That's a big, big play.
Well, who would have thought this game would turn
We
on
did kind of
That's what I love about
spend a few drives kind of figuring out
anybody can win the game for his team.
Well, Peter,
what works.
their last-ditch effort didn't pan out.
Yeah, they had an uphill battle.
I think that's gonna be it for this game.
And the most important drive of the game here, if they get a first down and control the clock, hey, they could walk away with this one.
Ball at the 46-yard line.
And they take a knee.
And the clock will wind down.
Just gonna hold on to it here. And all the coaches and players start walking on the field because it's game over. Growing pains for the Skins. Should be ready for the season. I think Washington is ranked, I think 16th by default in this game. But they're about middle of the league. So I don't think we should struggle that much. There's a couple pieces that we could find. Maybe a quarterback and some wide receivers. We have an excellent fullback and an excellent running back. Should probably increase the strength of the offensive line as well, actually. Thanks for the stream. It's been a while. Nice to see you stream. Talk to you later and have a good day, folks. All right. Patrick is out. See ya. Three out of 17. Jesus. Pretty bad. Favre was 11 out of 21. 52%. 150 yards. Not very good stats for either quarterback, actually. '84 leadership. That's pretty good, right? Let's check out. .36 yards. Favre and Gash. Stephen Davis. Yeah, he's pretty good. 92 overall. Confidence is a little low. Catching, you know, he's got running back hands. But as far as a running back, he's really strong. Just have to maybe strengthen the offensive line and just get some better play calling in for him. Alright, that concludes the first, I guess technically the second preseason game. What's next? We're going to go ahead and sim through the preseason. And would you like to see the weekly wrap-up? Sure. Is this the weekly wrap-up? I thought it was going to be like a little presentation. Okay. Alright, so the first game of the 2002 season is going to be Arizona at Washington. We're going to be playing that next time. As much as I'd like to keep playing, have to go and sell my time, you know, as you do. But Yeah, I mean 2K3's got a little bit different flavor compared to 2K5. Is it just a worse version than 2K5? In some ways, probably, but it's got a little bit of its own thing, so we're going to be exploring some more of NFL 2K3 next time. But that's going to do it for me, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks to Patrick G Mafia for being in the chat, and who else we got? Retro Rewind Sports, thanks for stopping by. I always appreciate everyone in the chat. But that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.